Hey everyone, I guess I'm live now. It shows there's 10 people here. So the first thing I want to do is check on my sound. If you were here for my first giveaway video, we had a bit of a disaster for the sound, so I've been working on that. Does it sound a lot better? Can somebody let me know in the comments? Because that's really important. I don't want to end up with things the way they were last time. Let me check the chat. Working for me. Kathy. Oh, good. The sound is good. That's a relief. I've been working hard all day getting ready for this thing, mostly working with the camera and the microphones. I have different microphones, and this is the one I ended up deciding to use. But it can be a little unnerving, and I'm a little nervous, I have to admit, but I'm mainly nervous about the sound and the cameras working. So that seems to be going okay. And I'm not going to get into anything too much. I just want to give more people a chance to get here. So the people that are here, it says there's 11. Tell me where you're from. I only see one speaker. I guess if you are here and you don't have a YouTube account, then you can't comment. Thank you, Karina. Karina says it sounds good. I'm glad. So I guess there's 13 here now, and there's not a lot. Some people aren't going to comment if they don't have a YouTube account. But it doesn't matter because the winner of this prize today is going to be emailed. Like, I'm going to ask a question later on, and people are going to email me the answers, so you can listen and learn and whatever you like, and you don't have to necessarily comment. But I'll be doing Q&As, answering questions too, so if you have a YouTube account, that helps for that. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get notifications when I have more videos, giveaway videos, how-to videos, Q&A videos. Hi, Janice. And Grand Rapids area in Michigan, that's where Kathy is. Oh, and Texas for Karina. So all over the U.S. I'm in Canada. Is there anybody in Canada here? Nobody that I see. So tonight, how many do we have now? 21. I just want to wait till there's a few more people before I get started, because people join in, and I did start a couple minutes early. Oh, there's Lori. She's in Ontario. Me too. Fellow Ontarian. And Janice. Hi, Janice. Kentucky. Oh, Emily's in the UK. Hi, Emily. Now I have to say, and it's not by my control or anything I can do about it, but the prizes that will be given away from LifePro can only be shipped to Canada or the US. I cannot have them shipped overseas. So anybody watching from places like UK, I thought you should know that. I'm looking at my screen. Feels like I should look up here at the camera, but I have to look down here to see all the comments, and I have to have the camera where it is to show the things that I want to show. You'll have to bear with me when I have to move things around a little bit, move the camera. I've got everything else I need in place. I'm going to be showing you 2 different vibration platforms and a couple other things today. But there's 26 now. I'm hoping for a lot more people than that. Yeah, maybe there would be more if I streamed it or if I did it on Facebook, but I'm not a fan of live videos on Facebook anymore. The next video I do, I'm going to try to do it from YouTube, but stream it to Facebook at the same time. That's my next level of learning. My computer guy is supposed to be helping me with that this week. I saw a video about how to do it, and I was like, really? Do I have to do that by myself? I hope there's an easier way, because I really would like to do that. And who else have we got here? Emma from Idaho, Naples, Florida, Nicole, and hi, Jan from Phoenix, and Debbie from Central Texas. We have Karina from Texas as well. The people from all over. Oh, now we got a few more people. I'd like to see at least 100 people in here before I get too far into all this. Piano, Texas. Is there a town or a city called Piano? Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what it says. Piano, Texas. That's interesting. That just drew my attention because I was a piano teacher for 40 years. Long time. I started in my mid-teens. And I got out of doing that to get more into health, natural health things. It was fun. But I guess after 40 years, Newfoundland, there's another Canadian. Hi, Karen. And Nevada, DB. So we don't have a name for that. And Plano. Oh, it's not piano, it's plano. Sorry about that. Okay, so what do we got now? 37. Oh, let's get it just a few more. I'll start talking a little bit more about what we're going to be doing tonight. Any second now. Just waiting. If there's any questions, well, maybe I'll just start. So first, I just do want to thank LifePro because they are the ones supplying the prizes that I'm giving away. And I gave away a red light therapy belt, the Plus, the Pro one, the other night to Sarah Tying. I still have her little piece of paper with me, but it's been shipped. As far as I know, her prize has been shipped. Each person is only eligible for one prize. Just so you know, Sarah can't win another prize. So if you don't love tonight's prize, you might want to wait for the next one because you only get, if you win something you don't really want, then you won't be able to be eligible to win something you really want. But tonight I want to talk about the benefits of vibration therapy and show you some of the products that I use. I don't want it to come across as this pure promotional video where I'm just trying to sell and push these products on people. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give honest reviews on the products that I have and that I use and show how they work, answer questions, and give you resources on how to learn more. Because if you do get one of these platforms or something like that, if you want to learn more about how it operates or how to use it, how to get the most out of it by certain types of exercises and stuff, there's so many good YouTube videos on the LifePro YouTube channel. For instance, I have the Turbo vibration platform now, and it's quite new. I haven't had it for very long. I started reading the manual and I got a bit out of it, but I thought, oh, the heck with this. So I went on YouTube and searched LifePro Amber Turbo. And up came this video, and she showed me exactly how it works, exactly how to do it. Later on in the video, she showed different ways of using it, how you can sit on it, and you can lay on it, you can stand on it, and do all different kinds of exercises. There's a lot you can do with them. And I'm doing this because I hate regrets, and I don't want people to have regrets from buying any products. I hate when I buy things and then later think, God, I should have looked into it more, done some more research, learned some more about it first. I do have affiliate links for LifePro, and if you use one of my links, I do get a small commission for it at no extra cost to you. And the other benefit is the more people that use my links, the more of these types of contests I'll be allowed to do. But it's still not to push these products. If you're going to buy one, I would appreciate you using my link, but don't just buy one because you feel pressured or anything like that. I don't want anyone to feel pressured. I don't want regrets. I want people to take their time learning about things before they invest in their health. I really want this to help people and for them to know there's no easy, quick fix for any kind of problems. My problems are all muscular, skeletal type things with arthritis and whatnot. And they were so bad at one time, I think if I had to stay with medical doctors, I'd be in a wheelchair right now, I'm pretty sure. They wanted to put me on all kinds of heavy-duty drugs with all kinds of side effects. And that's when I left everything to do with medical. And I started researching natural health, The first person I found that really helped me and helped me to really change direction and where I was going with my health was Dr. John Bergman. He's a chiropractor and he's got hundreds, probably thousands by now videos. And I used to study his videos, but I learned a lot from other people that I learned about from watching him. And then I found the Natural Health Library Facebook group that was founded by Terry Chamberlain. Now I've become his business partner and we run the channel together. I mean, the Facebook together, and also his website. And I have my own website, morehealthyliving.com. That's more as in MOHR, my name, morehealthyliving.com. And we have a website, thenaturalhealthlibrary.com. I always stress thenaturalhealthlibrary.com because some people just skip the and they end up in the wrong website. But when I started learning about natural health, I learned a lot, and I learned that there is, like I said a minute ago, there's no one magic cure or fix for anything. And for my type of work, healing, I had to completely change my diet. I'll never forget it. It was December 13th. And I just quit everything. I quit gluten and processed foods and sugar and just everything that was bad for me. I stopped it all in one day. That's not easy to do. I don't expect most people to do that, but I was afraid. Fear can help you do amazing things, right? So I just quit everything and I felt 80% better within 5 days just by completely changing my diet. But then I learned a whole lot about supplements to take and everything too. So between your diet and supplements and a positive attitude, if you say there's no hope, I'll never get better, you probably most likely, maybe even positively won't. You have to have a positive attitude. And there's a lot of healing modalities besides like what you eat and what you take as a supplement. And vibration therapy is one of them. And I'm planning to have my chiropractor on, do an interview with him within the next very short while, because he can explain in deeper terms why vibration therapy and how vibration therapy works, and that it's not just about it physically vibrating you. It's an energy thing. And energy healing is what I'm big into. And that's one of the reasons I love vibration therapy. So I'm going to see what I can do here, because I'm going to show you, move this over a bit. No, I'm going the wrong way. Dun, 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 dun. And then I can zoom in a little bit too, because I want to show you the hand massager. This is the Legra hand massager. It's on for 40% off right now. I highly recommend it if you have, not for everybody doesn't need it, but if you have arthritic hands. I have my joints, my knuckles are, I don't know, calcified. It's great for anybody with sore hands or arthritic. Pull your sleeves up because you want the wrist not to be covered in there. It's so easy to use too. You just turn it on and then choose a program. I use program number 3 a lot. There, it's going. So there's 5 programs on it, and it's not a hand massager. They can call it that all they want, but to me, it's just a hand compressor. But it does a really good job. And I've got it on level 3 of intensity. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. Each time you push the button, it goes up to the next one. The same with the programs. It's super easy to use. You don't need to watch a video to learn how to use this thing. It's really easy. Each time I push the program button, it just switches to another program. I'm not going to push it right now because I like program 3, but it squeezes at the hands, all in the fingers and palm, and it also can squeeze here in the wrist. So sometimes it'll squeeze one, then the other, one, then the other. Sometimes it squeezes the whole thing, your hand and wrist, and then it'll let off on one and back, and then let off the other one and back. So the different programs just have a different sequence of how your hand compression goes. The closest thing I see going on as far as a massage would be when it does that. It pumps up. It's really tight right now. You feel it, trust me. And it's only on level 3, and I have no desire to put it up any higher. But it goes when it's compressing the whole hand and wrist, and then it lets go one and then the other and then the other. That feels a bit like a massage because it's kind of back and forth. but it's not. It's just a deep compression. There's also a button where you can, like, vibration. You can put it on one where it pulsates. It goes zzz, zzz, like that. Or you push it again and it's just vibrating. I can feel that, but I don't tend to use that. I don't know if it's increasing my circulation or not. When I push that button, I can feel it, but it doesn't feel like a deep vibration, right? I think I'd get more by putting it on my vibration platform as far as vibration goes. And I'm not feeling the need to really do that. I'm laughing because it's really squeezing me hard. And then there's a heat button. I tend not to use that either because it doesn't get that hot. And your hand is anything but cold. Once it gets compressing your hand feels warm. Trust me. And you don't have to have it on level 3. I would start on level 1. And the different programs are, okay, I'm going to turn it off now. Just push it off anytime you've had enough. I'm going to pull your hand out. And I want to show you what it does to your hand. Wait, see? It's all... And it does that all to the wrist, on the front and the back of the wrist too, but not on the back of your hand because it's too bony. But see what it does? So you can see it. It's like acupuncture or something almost. And when I'm done with that, and I am, so I'm going to go back here a bit, go this way a bit. I hope this is working right. I realized today it'd be a lot easier if I had somebody working the cameras for me. I'm here doing everything by myself. That's why I got nervous today, because it's just a matter of getting everything to work. But when I'm done doing that massage, I like to put essential oils on or just a nice lotion and massage my hands. And that's just squeezing and pulling on my fingers. I've had hand massages before, and this is how a lot of what they do. Really squeeze and pull those joints apart. I'm working on areas. My thumb, and people have an issue in here a lot. I've had a pinched nerve kind of feeling in here. I healed it. I'll tell you how in another video. But anyway, my hand feels good. And those marks, I know it looks extreme, and it was only for a couple minutes. If I did a whole 10 minutes, you'd see it even more. But it feels invigorating. And this, within an hour or less, all that's going to be gone. I'll show you at the end if I think about it. Ask me if I forget. I'll show you how that looks at the end. But that's one of the best things that I've seen for hands, right? And if you are interested in one of them, feel free to use my LifePro link, like I was talking about earlier, and you'll get a good discount, 40% off. Plus, I think they're giving away a free vibrating massage ball with that too. So I have a different screen up now. I'm looking up to see if I missed anything. Da, 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 da. Their foot massager is heavenly too. Is it, Trisha? That's something I don't have. The only other thing I have for the foot, it's a light therapy thing for the foot. I'm not going to get the light therapy stuff out today, but I have not tried that. So it's good to know which foot massager. They have other massagers for the legs too that are compression sleeve things that you put on your legs, and they go on your feet as well. They've got different ones. I've seen a few people in our group say that they really like them, but I haven't tried them, so I can't say, but I've read a lot of reviews for them, and some have said that they love them, but the biggest complaint about them is the thing that I thought of as soon as I saw them on the website, and that's that they can be tricky, difficult to get on and off. I guess there's, Velcro or whatever all, but some people, especially people that have a lot of problems with their legs and stuff, it's hard for them to sometimes have the flexibility to reach down to their feet and get all these things strapped on and that. I don't know other than that, but I would like to hear from other people in the group that have them to see what they think about them. Now, I have to move the camera, and let's see. So bear with me. This is going to be the awkward part. I have to move a couple things around. One of these times I'll, hold on. Okay, get that chair out of the way. Now I got to move the camera so you can see and turn this light on. You can see better the two vibration platforms. see, can you see them there? Where's my camera pointed? I gotta tilt it down. There they are. Got them. There. Okay. So maybe move this over a bit for better light. Maybe. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Okay, so we've got the LifePro Rumblex Plus and the Turbo over on that side. I am going to show you the Rumblex Plus. This is the one I'm most familiar with because I've been on this platform for 3 years, maybe 4 years. Comes with a wrist thing. You can put this it's a slap wrist bracelet. You can hold it or you can slap it on your wrist. I'll show you. I didn't know at first, so I'm going to show you. If you make it straight like that, you can just strap it on like that. I wonder if I should. No, I'm going to leave it maybe like that. Tell me if you would rather me not zoom in as much. You can see the platform is better now, just not me. Half of me, but that's okay. So there's an on and off button in the middle of, no, I think I should unzoom it a little bit so you can see more of what I'm doing. Hold on. Oh, yeah, see how that works. That should be good. Well, all right. So I just stepped on the thing. So that's one thing I should mention about this one that I really like that most of the vibration platforms don't have. It has a lock button. So you can lock it there. You can lock it so that if you step on the screen on the platform, because there's a touch screen there, you can make it go and different things there, but I prefer to use the remote so I don't have to keep bending over. But there's a lock button. There, it's on. So now I can step on that and nothing happens because a lot of people will get down on it and do yoga things and sit on it and things like that. So any of the Rumblex series have 3 motors. So there's 3 modes that you can use. One is this. Oops, I hit the wrong one. This is the one that they all have. It's the oscillation. It moves like a teeter-totter, this kind of motion. And it works really well. It feels really invigorating. You can feel it through your whole body. And you can move it up the level up to 60, I think it is on this one. Yeah. So that's the oscillation. And if all I have to do, you have to turn it off if you want to, if not off, but hit the start stop button and then hit the mode button to switch to another mode. And this would be the next motor, which is the vibration one. So they call that, what do they call that one? Hold on a minute. I always forget. I call it vibration. It's called pulsation. That's what it is. And if you wonder if they're quiet or not, I find they are, but it depends on the floor you're on too. If you don't have a good solid subfloor underneath, it can get a little loud on the bare floor. This is on the bare floor. It comes with a mat that you can put it on that will help that, or you can put it on a rug, and that helps it too. But I've found that there's certain spots on my floor I've put it and it was a little bit louder. But yeah, this is just vibration. And I made some notes about that from Amber. And, see, when I get off of it, it sounds a little bit louder because my weight's keeping it more solid on the ground. It has wheels on one end, so you can lift the other end up and wheel it along. It probably weighs at least 30 pounds, 35 pounds. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how much the Turbo weighs. Not as much, but they're not too bad. So hold on a sec. The vibration one is the one that makes me sometimes it makes my nose itchy, like just under my nose here, because it's kind of a histamine response, and it's helpful. It's good actually, because it helps detox. But some of the advantages, or the I guess advantages, benefits is the word I was looking for vibration therapy, are increased circulation. And you can really feel that. Like, I'm not turning it up too high. This one goes up to 60. The turbo goes up to about 99 or something, but it doesn't mean the turbo's more powerful. It's not. It's just a different scale of numbers. That's all. But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so you can have the vibration, and if I hit the mode button again, now I'm on the lateral setting, and that goes side to side, just like that, side to side. So that's all exciting. But if you have any of the vibration platforms that have more than one motor, which this is a 4D, or is it called 5D, and that's a 3D, because when we have three motors, now we can start combining them. We don't have to just use one or the other. So if I hit mode again, now there's two lit up. You got the oscillation, like a teeter-totter, and the pulsation at the same time. So you do feel the difference. And I'll tell you, both platforms have marks on them to help you keep your feet equal distance apart. They say if they're close together like this, it'd be more like walking, and you don't feel it as much. I usually put my feet here on the jogging one. And if you put them on the outside ones, that's supposed to be like sprinting. I like the jogging one. That one doesn't show up on them. It doesn't have the dots, but it still does have the markings for your feet. So you know where to put your feet to keep them. You should keep them equal distance apart. So when that setting's done, if I hit mode again, now I've got the oscillation and the lateral. So it ends up making sort of almost like a figure 8 motion. And you can really feel that jiggling you up. If you have extra fat on your thighs or rump or anything, you're going to feel this. Like, it really shakes things up. Really helps increase circulation and blood distribution in small blood vessels and capillaries, where a lot of times you don't get blood circulation so easy, especially if you're sedentary and you don't get up and move around a lot, if you sit too much. So it's really, really good for people that are sitting at the computer all day to be able to stand on this and get your circulation going. It also helps increase bone density. And there's been a lot of studies done that have shown that it creates bone density. It stimulates your muscles and your osteoblasts, and that can help with your bone, help rebuilding bones and cartilages and stuff like that too. It helps with lymphatic drainage. Your vibration therapy increases the flow of lymphatic fluid. The lymphatic system is your garbage disposal system in your body. And we don't have a pump to pump it around like you have your heart for your blood, but you have more lymphatic fluids in your body than you do blood. So you need movement. And this kind of movement is a really good way to do it, to get that kind of benefit. So if I turn it off and hit the mode button again, now I'm going lateral and vibrating at the same time. And you can turn the intensity up as much as you want. You don't have to choose these either. I'm going to show you about the programs in a minute. So I'm just turning that off and going to the next mode, which would be all three. This is the 5D motion, because you're vibrating, you're oscillating, and you're going lateral. So this is intense. Even on level 1, you feel it, right? Like I wouldn't get on it and push it too much. That is really amazing. What is you can really feel it, and it wakes up sleeping muscles. You can feel that when you're on it. You know it's waking things up, and it's very helpful as a pre-warm-up or a post cool down after workouts too. It can help decrease pain and everything from heavy weight workouts and stuff like that. It increases tone and posture muscles. Helps you keep a better posture, and which a lot of people need because they're sitting too much and using their smartphones with their heads always forward like that. I always notice that because I listen to John Bergman so much. He's always talking about the forward head carriage, and I've always noticed when I'm out, because when you're standing straight, your ears should be directly over your shoulders, and most people's ears are quite forward from their shoulders. So I do exercises to help get mine back in place. It improves flexibility. It helps strengthen tendons. Helps with rehabilitation if you've had an accident, an injury, or a surgery. But you have to make sure you check with your doctor and see how things work. Like feel for you just right after an injury or surgery. You need to wait a certain amount of time after surgery to be doing things like this. But people with knee replacements and hip replacements and that are helped greatly by using one of these. Some people start slow because it's a bit much for them, so they'll sit on a chair with their feet on it, and that can help. And it even improves skin health because it gets your circulation going, so oxygen and nutrients needed for skin health get around into your skin more. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm not going to do the programs. I was doing them earlier, and I only like to do so much a day. But I want to tell you about the programs. I'm going to get down so I can see you. Work with the programs on the Rumblex Plus are intense. Let me see. Let it go up a bit, because I don't want to completely move the camera again, because then I'll never get it back in place. But yeah, I'm just trying to get in a good position to talk. If I go and sit where I want to, I don't think, oh, this could work. Okay, this will work. So yeah, there's only 3 programs on there, but I find they're intense. I wouldn't start with the programs if you're new to it. I did, and what it does, it starts on level, like as far as intensity, level 1, and it moves up quickly. I'm awkward because I'm looking and it's showing me the opposite. It's not a mirror reflection in the window I'm looking at. But anyway, it moves up quicker and quicker to the top, and then it comes down. Then it'll maybe switch modes and go really, really, really quick up to 60 and back down again. So I find all 3 programs are a little bit intense for a beginner on the Rumblex Plus. There's other Rumblex models that all the Rumblexes have 3 motors, so they all have oscillation, lateral, and pulsation. And you can use 1 or 2 or 3 of them, so it gives you 7 combinations of therapies that you can use on them. Only the Rumblex Plus and the, what's it called? The 4D maybe, but you can see yourself if you go on their website. The other ones have like a curved platform. This one's flat. Oops, I almost dropped my leg. That one's flat. Both of them are flat. Only some of the Rumblexes have the curved platforms. Get a flat platform if you have any kind of knee issues, or you're not like an athlete trying to be competitively athletic or something, because the curve can stress the knees more, but the athletes like it because they want to use those muscles in the knee area more, and it challenges their balance more. But for most people in our group, I would recommend the flat one. That's the one I'm stuck on, and I have no desire for the curved one. So if you wanted a Rumblex with the 3 motors, I would get the Rumblex Plus or the 4D one, and I think it's called 4D, but you'll see if it's flat. That one's sold out right now too. But it has more pre-programmed programs on it as well than mine. And that would be one of the main advantages to it. Otherwise, I don't know because I don't have it. I haven't used it. So I'm going to show you. About there. Just see. Wait, go this way a bit because I'm going to show you the. Go down lower. This is pretty cool, really. Okay, so I'm going to show you the turbo now. It doesn't have a slap-on wrist strap. It has this. I'm going to get the wrist thing off. So is this working okay? Yeah, you just can't see my head, but that'll be fine. You don't need to see my head. So I turn it on with the remote. And again, it has a touch screen, but you have to be careful with that one because I don't see any lock features. There's no lock features on those. So this one's takes a little more know-how to learn how to use it, but it's not that bad. Once I watched Amber's video, I got a lot better at it. But if you want to do, this one doesn't have 3 motors, it has 2 motors. Okay, so it has the oscillation, because all of them do, and it has the pulsation. And I chose that because I really like the pulsation one. And it actually cured my carpal tunnel syndrome symptoms. I got on it at night. I got on my knees and I put my forearms on it in the pulsation mode, for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And I got rid of my carpal tunnel syndrome symptoms. They were already mostly better because it never bothers me when I'm sleeping. It doesn't bother me in bed. In the mornings when I get up, if I'm typing and writing a lot, sometimes I'll get burning and tingling in my arm a little bit, but mostly in my hand. But if I'm using this at least once or twice a week late at night, not late at night, but fairly close to bedtime, I don't get any of that in the morning. And I mean, most of it got cured from, I don't know, exercising and just kind of massaging my arm and going to a chiropractor. And my diet, maybe, I don't know. I think the chiropractor thing helped a lot. And at night, I would make sure I'd sleep with a straight wrist and not be bending my wrist like this. Dr. Bergman says the braces are the worst thing you could use for carpal tunnel syndrome. The braces you can wear to put on your arms to force your hands straight, but he still doesn't like it. It weakens the muscles and I don't know what all, but I have exercises I've posted in our Facebook group. If you go to thenaturalhealthlibrary.com and search for carpal tunnel syndrome, you'll see exercises with an elastic band and that John Bergman recommends. So I was doing some of those too. But anyway, let's do it. So the easiest way to use this one is to push P. That's program 1, program 2, and there's about 8 or 9, I forget which. And then you hit the start button. There you go. I can tell it's oscillating and it's vibrating at the same time. But this isn't like, if you want nice, easygoing programs and not have to mess around with the remote and program it and use it manually, this is a really good one. Because these programs, I'm sure some of them are more intense than others, but I've tried a few of them and they don't get really intense, like really quick, like the ones in the Rumblex Plus. This is a really good one just to pick a program and go for it. Now, I think I have to, let's see. Yeah, I have to hit the stop button to switch the program. So 1, 2, 3. Every time it seems like the program goes back to 1, 6, 7, 8. And HR is manual. So there's 8 programs, and if you hit it one more time, it goes to HR, which is manual. So I wrote a couple of things down. Yeah, HA, it's not R, it's HA, is manual. And the H is oscillation. So there's 2 motors here, oscillation, and it's really cool because this one has another advantage from the Rumblex Plus because you can control each motor separately. So if you want to combine both things, the oscillation and the vibration, you can make one of them a lot stronger than the other. Well, that's for time. You can even make a different time for both of them. They go up to 10 minutes, or is it 20? 10. Goes up to 10 minutes. Oh, that went up to 20. Okay, so then the top and low button will let you set the intensity. I guess that's somehow, yeah, because what did I put there? Clock buttons. Left L motor. Yeah, so this is, once you hit manual, then you can switch the intensity. But honestly, it's easiest to use the programs. But if you want to use it manually, you can make one motor, like the oscillation motor, just light and make a strong vibration. And the funny thing about the oscillation is you think that it's going to be more intense and the higher you go, but in a certain way, level 1 can be the most intense because it's more jarring. If it's going like this, it feels like it jars you around more. But if it goes like this, like really, really faster, you don't feel it as much. It's not as jarring. But the manual gives you instructions as far as what levels of intensity are best for certain things. Amber has a really good video. If you get a turbo, look at Amber's video on YouTube. I can give you a link for it. All you have to do is ask, because she gives you really good instruction and really good information on what settings, like what intensities are best for what things. Like high is good. Wait, L is vibration and M is for pause. I'm just talking about the remote control right now, but I wrote something here that I wanted to share. Yeah, so 30, if you have it on 30 for intensity, that's more for detoxing and posture and that. And if you have it on a higher one, then it's more for lymphatic drainage and stuff. Now it comes with 2 of these. I've only attached one on this one so far. I find they're a little bit too long, like, to be able to do, say, bicep curls, because it gets loose at the bottom. You need to keep that. If I'm going to do biceps, I'd have to hold it up higher like this. But I tend to use those a little bit. I have both of them hooked up to my Rumblex Plus, but I tend to, where did I put the remote now? Oh, I put it right here. You hit the pause button. When I'm on them, I tend to use dumbbells and like weights. These are just tiny ones, but when I'm standing on it, I'm standing back here so you can see better what I'm doing, but I put the remote in my pocket. There's so many things you can do with dumbbells. There's videos I watched. It's not a vibration platform video. It's just a video I found on YouTube where they've got really good, she's really fit and everything, but she has one video is just for arms using dumbbells. So I do all kinds of things. I might do 10 or 20 of each of this, or bend a bit and do triceps and biceps and with all different grips. If your hands are facing down, it's going to be, you'll get different benefits or different muscles than if they're like this, like a hammer curl or just a regular bicep curl. You do shoulders. So that's what I like to do, use my dumbbells, and I often will wrap my red light therapy belt around me at the same time. And it does come with resistance straps, I guess you call them. All the vibration platforms come with these. So they have got 3 or 4 different ones. They're all different intensities. And you can see the videos where they'll strap it around their knees and different things like that while they're doing different exercises. See, I just stepped on you got to be careful not to step on that like I just did. There's one good thing. If you're using it in manual mode, I think, how do I do that again? 8, there. So I hit play. There's 3 little red buttons. One says low. So if you hit low, it goes to 30 for intensity. And if you hit the mid one, it goes up to 60. And if you hit the high one, it's going to go up to about 90 or so. But I'm not going to do that right now, simply because I've been doing a lot of vibration stuff today, trying to prepare for this thing. So I'd have everything, all the information ready that I wanted to share. And you only need 10 or so minutes a day. 20 minutes would be the max that I would recommend for anybody, really. So I'm going to turn this a bit back to me. I have 2 more things to show you. But I'm going to go back to the comments in a sec so I can see if is everything still working okay? Can you hear and see everything okay? Nobody's saying anything. Oh, Sherry has a Rumblex 4D Plus. So Sherry, that's a flat platform, isn't it? It's not curved, is it? Am I right? Nothing, no answer yet. Amber Chamberlain. That's not Terry's relative, I imagine. Yes, you guys, okay, everybody says I sound good. So that's excellent. Now I got another thing to show you. Actually, I'm going to do this first. I kind of meant to include this with the vibration platform, but you couldn't, I don't know, I forgot. So when I have quite a bit of say. Let me come back here for a sec. I have quite a bit of say in the prizes that get given in these contests, in these videos. And I really wanted to give away a massage gun. I really wanted to. But then in the group, I did a poll one day and I asked, what would you rather win? One was the Flex Cycle, one was a gun, one was the foot massager, and I think there was a fourth, I forget what it was, but hardly anybody wanted a massage gun. They all wanted a foot massager. So I'm not giving away a massage gun, but a lot of times they have sales and they include a free massage gun. This is a Sonic Plus. They don't sell this exact Sonic now. They have another Sonic that's just fine. That's actually a good one. But it doesn't matter. They've got a few 5 or 6 or 7 different massage guns. They all have the same, they're all powerful. This one has only 5 levels on it, but let me tell you, you don't need them. At least I don't. I only use level 1 and 2. I used level 1 and then finally I graduated to level 2 on my hamstrings. And I think I've used level 3 a couple times just to try it, but they're powerful. All of them are. This one probably weighs close to 5 pounds. I don't know. It's not the lightest thing, but it's not heavy. But they have a smaller, more compact one that weighs less. And some of the reviews, people are talking about how they like the small one on their shoulders. Because I found this one a little rough on my shoulders, maybe. I have to be really careful when I use it on my shoulders. I put it on level 1. Maybe if I use another attachment, but I don't push down. I hold up on it. Like I don't, that's good. It is. It's just, I wouldn't put all the weight of the gun on it. I just have to watch. This comes with a lot of different attachments. I have the case over here. Well, I don't need to show you all the attachments since you can't even buy this one anyway, but I could show you some of the attachments actually, if it's here, because a lot of the other guns have similar or the same attachments. When I was choosing mine, I watched a lot of videos. I love reviewing products. If I want something, I enjoy spending days reading reviews, watching videos, and reading other articles to try to get the best one for me. That's why I like doing these videos and sharing them with people. But you can just pop that off and put another one in. And this one comes with a lot of different attachments, 2, 4, 6, 8. I bought it largely because a lot of people like this one that's like a thumb. It's supposed to be like a thumb. So it'd be good going into certain places in your muscles and that, but I don't end up using that one that much. I use the flat one a lot, and that's a metal one. But they have a small ball and a larger one, but I think maybe for your shoulders, maybe that would feel better. Actually, it kind of does. I like the metal one because it slides over my clothes better. But boy, I love these things. If you don't have a massage gun, you should look into it. When I've been sitting at the computer for a long time and I get up, sometimes I could hardly walk. Like, oh my God, I'm stiff. When I get up, I'm like, oh, I've been sitting too long. So I turn on my gun and I go over my glutes. Like, oh, it just feels so good. And sometimes when I'm walking along, I'll hold it there because it really helps. I have problems in here, like where my leg joins on to my body, so I don't have full motion with my legs, but especially this one. But on my hamstrings, it just feels wonderful. It got to the point where I wasn't feeling as much benefit on my hamstrings, so I move it to intensity number 2. But you have to stay on your muscles, and you have to be careful because these are powerful. Look at the way it moves. It's almost like I think somebody had power tools in mind, like a man did this. It's like a jackhammer. It goes like this. Like I have another massage thing I got that, just like the ones my chiropractors have used, my past ones. My one now doesn't use one, but they vibrate. This is more like a jackhammer going into your butt. But boy, does it, nothing feels better after standing up, after sitting, and getting rid of all that stiffness than using one of these on your hamstrings, your glutes. Oh boy, it feels really good. And calves. Oh, yeah, it feels really good. It always makes me smile because it just feels so intensely good. I like doing it after a vibration platform session or sometimes before. I do have used them on the bottom of my feet, but I have these slippers I use. I wouldn't use them on bare feet or socks. It's too powerful. But if I put these slippers that are really thin, flimsy rubber on the bottom, it works really well. But I'll use this while I'm on the platform sometimes. But when I found LifePro, it was actually somebody in the group mentioned vibration therapy or the vibration platforms. So I thought, oh, that sounds something like what I could really use. So I went on Amazon and different places and I started researching all about vibration platforms. And I ended up choosing LifePro largely because they had really good reviews and they have lifetime warranties on everything. There's only one product, their big box sauna, that doesn't have a lifetime warranty that I've seen. Even some of their other really expensive products have a lifetime warranty. So I went ahead and I bought the Rumblex Plus and this. That's my first purchases. And to this day, they remain to be probably my favorites. It's hard to say that because I really like their red light therapy too, but they didn't even have red light therapy then. I started learning more and more about red light therapy, and when I saw LifePro was selling it, right away I just tried it because again, they have lifetime warranties, and I thought, why not? I really like the company. They have good customer support, so I'm going to try their red light therapy, and I did, and I really liked it. And I have their Flex Cycle, and I love it. It's not for everybody. I'm going to show the Flex Cycle in another video this week and show you the pros and the cons of it. For me, it's perfect. It's exactly what I want. For a high intensity athletic person, probably not. But I'll talk more about that later. But if you don't have a vibration gun, I don't know what, I mean, massage gun. I don't know why. And I don't know why hardly anybody in my poll said they would like to win a massage gun. Or, yeah, massage gun. I don't know. Maybe a lot of them already have one, because they do have times on LifePro when they have buy a platform, get a free massage gun with it. I thought there was one like that coming up. I thought, but then I looked on LifePro today and it didn't say that. I thought I got an email that said they were giving guns away with the platforms. Right now the platforms are on for 25% off. And just to talk about some of the other platforms, like I said, all of the platforms have the oscillation movement like that. And the wavers, there's a waver and a waver mini. And a lot of people really love them. If I had to pick one of the oscillation, pulsation, or the lateral, if I had to just have one, I would choose the oscillation, and probably maybe that's why all of the vibration platforms have that. So even if your budget's small and you just want to start small or whatever, one of the wavers is an excellent platform too. I've yet to hear anyone say, oh, I have a waver and I hate it. They all say they like it. And everybody says they love their platforms. They do. I'm not trying to push these products. It sounds like I am, because these are my best things. I love the platforms and I love the gun. And I can't help it. I love this thing. Sometimes I go for months without using this. And then I did a live video using the hand massager recently, and I realized that I should be using it more. It's not expensive. But one more thing to show you. How am I going to get this set up? Okay, I think I know how I'm going to do this. This. So I have to get my chair. I use bolsters when I sit on this chair, but I have to get the camera getting low enough to see what's going on over there. There it is. Oh, I can't keep it that low though. Maybe because it might be zoomed in too much. I'll get it. It has to go a bit lower, but hold on. I can go over here and move it down. See how far down it'll go. There it goes. Almost low enough. Put this light on here. I'm gonna move it up a bit because I might fall. Okay. I've got to get that lower. It's dark down there too, isn't it? Huh. Hold on. I will make this happen. I will make it happen. Doesn't sit how I want it. Maybe if I could move it over here. No, I don't like it over there. Maybe I have to move back a bit so it can go lower. I don't know. I had it. I practiced this before so I'd know. Oh, maybe. What did I do? Can't. Is that showing? Maybe. A little bit, but I need to. I'll just move this over a bit. Maybe that'll help. Does it? No. This is the foot massager anyway. I'm going to move this back a bit. Oh, I wanted to mention, I forgot. The Turbo platform has suction cups, so it really keeps it in place rather well. Let me do this. Trying to get more light on the situation. The lighting's better, but it's hard to get this tilted low enough. There it is, I think. Yes. Okay, you can see the okay, so there it is. And here's the remote for this. This is the LifePro Foot Massager Plus, I think it's called. It's best with bare feet. And this is what so many people wanted to win. And I think that's fine, but I was surprised. And the remote on this is simple to use. It's not hard to get to know. It can go like this for your feet, or it can tip this way. I'm not going to do my calves, but it can tip the long way. Hold on. That's not going to work that way. Like this. Then you can use it for your calves. So you got to get up the right height of the chair and the right distance and everything, but you can put your calves on it. I'm going to do my feet for now anyway. The other way you'd be able, I remember what I was doing before. I'm going to take my camera right to it because it's the only way for you to get a really good view of this thing. Okay? So now you can see exactly what I'm doing. It's got this thing here, so you can put your toes up on that, and sometimes it's good. You can spread your toes better and just do some little bit of exercises with it. But if I just turn it on now, it's on. And boy, yes, you feel it. Or you can just put it on like this. You can see the remote. Yeah, it's like that. And I can turn up the intensity this way. And here is you can hear the beeping, but this is a silent button, so now you wouldn't hear the beeping. You don't have to hear it. See that light came on and off? Off. Now you can still hear the beeping when it's like that. This is the heat button. You can see that light up on the screen as well. So it heats up pretty nice. It doesn't get intensely hot like you might expect. It gets up to something like 107, I think, Fahrenheit. So it's kind of like what I would picture maybe a heated floor in a bathroom would have. I don't have heated floors, but I know people do. So you do feel it's nice and warm. It's not giving you some kind of high intensity heat therapy or anything. But this goes up to level 30. And when the higher it goes, you can really feel it. See, all the way up to 30. Wow. You can really, really feel that. So the reason I was surprised about this maybe is because although it's a nice thing, it's just for your feet, right? So, I mean, if I had something like, I would never recommend somebody going and buying this if they don't even have a vibration platform, unless they have no desire for a vibration platform. Then you might want one because it does heat up nice, and it has, I'm going to put it on pause again. So if you hit the program button, to make any changes like that, you have to stop it. If you're trying to use the remote and things aren't working, turn it off. Like, not turn it off, but hit the stop button right here so that you can use those buttons. So if I hit the program button, there's program 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do that again. Program 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, program 5 has the heat, but you can turn the heat on or off on any of these programs. And there's in the manual, I think I have it handy here. I think this is it. It shows you the different programs. See? So program 1 goes up, gradually up, 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 and then down, down. So there's the 5 programs and the level of intensity and the way they work. So that's kind of cool. You can pick your own program that way. So I picked program 5, and now I'm hitting the start button. And it'll tell you the time. All the programs are 10 minutes. And I don't think you need much more than that. Now I'm probably just going to stop that now. I think I've shown you everything. Oh, I'll show you one thing. You can suddenly, it's like the turbo has this 15 button, so you can, no, not while it's on a program. only while it's on. You have to go through the 5 programs, and then after 5, you see no programs lit up. That means it's in manual mode. So in manual mode, you can use the 15 button, so it'll take you quickly. Why didn't that work? There, quickly up to speed of 15, so it's more intense. And there's one for the 30 too. Whoa! That's intense. You feel it all through your feet, the top of your feet, the bottom of your feet, in your ankles. You feel it. You definitely do. And then there's back to the 15. And now it's really heating up. It really feels nice. Even after, say if I put it on pause, but the heat's still on. Thought it was. See, the heat button. Oops, see, turn the heat on. It still will heat up. So if you want a good warm massage, you might want to turn on the heat for a couple minutes before you hop on. You don't have to, but that's pretty much everything on here. Yep, how it works. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to put the camera back where it belongs. And set it up over here, maybe. If it shows, yeah, so we can have a little talk. I might zoom in a little bit and check out some questions if there's any. That's too bright to sit there. Just trying to light the situation up a little bit if I can. Put it over there. That might be better. I don't know. Who wants to be hired to be my camera person? Because I need one. It's hard to do this by yourself. It really is. It's not simple. Not for me anyway. I'm not saying wouldn't be easier for someone else. I'm going to move the camera more this way now too. I hope it doesn't fall. There. Then it can look like I'm looking at the camera more, because I had to have it over there to show the platforms and everything. But I'm going to put that down so I can see more. Boy, there's a lot of chatting going on. I'm sorry I haven't been able to watch a lot of the chatting because I can't do everything at the same time. But I want to tell you a couple more things about that foot massager. As far as your feet, it gives you an excellent foot massage. Your feet feel invigorated. It wakes them up. And if you have a lot of neuropathy in your feet and your ankles, it may be a very good thing for you. It could be. And it heats up. The calf thing, I didn't find it did as much for my calves. I get a lot more for my calves on one of the vibration platforms on a pretty intense level. You can really feel it in your calves. But I couldn't get in a good position in the chair I was sitting in too. If you were on a lower chair and your feet could angle on it better, or your calves, it could work very well for you. But I just find that I get the best results for my feet on that. I think if you were laying down on a floor, you could probably get a good calf massage out of that. But don't forget, you can stand on a vibration platform and or sit on a chair with your feet on it and get a good circulation and everything going through your feet as well. I sat on a chair putting my feet on the Turbo and on the Rumblex Plus yesterday just to be able to compare them. And you don't feel it the same. I admit, the foot massager, you really feel it. That's an intense, effective foot massage. If you're sitting on a chair with your feet on one of the platforms, I think the reason I didn't feel it as much partly is because there's not as much pressure on it. When you put your feet on it, you've got more weight on pushing down on it. And the foot massager is not to be stood on. It's not. On Amber's video, I think she said something like 65 pounds or something of pressure. So it's just to sit and put your feet or your calves on. You do not stand on it. So you can't use it like you would use a platform. Sitting on a platform, you're not going to feel it on your feet as much. It doesn't mean it's not doing you any good. You just don't get that same intensity or the heat. But if you stand on the platform, then I feel it more. But no, I've never felt the intensity in my feet as much as I do on the foot massager. But at the same time, people aren't going to buy everything. So if they said I have neuropathy in my feet and my calves, what should I buy? I'd probably say buy a vibration platform. There's a lot you can do with them too. You can lay down with your calves on it. You can stand on it for your feet. And you can do a whole bunch of other things with it as well. So I think for there might be, like, say, some elderly person that has no desire to have a platform. I think the foot massager would be a really effective tool to have. It weighs about 14 pounds, so it's not too hard to move around. The platforms, of course, weigh more and they take up more room, but they're flatter too. Like, they could go under some couches or under a bed. They can all fit in a closet. So that's my honest comparison about them. If there's anything else I can think about. Yeah, so for a beginner that wants things simple, is talking about the platforms again, I would probably choose the Turbo because there's so many good programs on it and it feels good on the feet. It's more rubbery feeling or something than the Rumblex Plus. So I'm going to back up just a little bit and see. Do you have the little wand to show us? And Tina's asked, I really don't want to get into all the different light therapy things today. I could show you, but I've shown it in other videos even this week, and I can do it again because I have to do 3 more of these videos with giveaways before the end of the month. So let me do the red light therapy on other videos, or go in the Natural Health Library Facebook group and look in, you can click on my name and you'll see all my most recent posts, which will include the videos, or you can click on the guides tab and go down to Angie's videos. And I've done all that. I've got one video where I compare the Torchlight, the regular one, the silver one, to the Pro, which is the black one. I've done all that, and I am more than willing to do it, but I just don't. Oh, Tina has the Turbo. Well, this is the first time I've tried it. And if we have any more questions about the Turbo, we can ask Tina, because I'm still not completely sure on how it all works. In the program mode is easy. You just hit the P and P until it comes to the program you want. But as far as using it manually, I have a little bit to learn on that one. And it does, like I said, it has that advantage over the Rumblex Plus because you can adjust each motor. You could be using them both at the same time and adjust them both separately. One could be low intensity while the other one's high. You can't do that on the Rumblex Plus. I don't know about any of the other Rumblex models either. But anyway, any of the ones that have the same remote, that slap watch, they seem to be the same. I'm just backing up a little bit to see if I missed anything major. I can't read all that. So if you asked a question and I didn't answer it, just ask it again so I don't have to scroll up through everything. Sharon's asking about the osteoporosis benefits too. Yeah, because that's to do with bone density, right? It runs in your family with all the women. Oh. I'm sorry, but the way I think, I look at epigenetics. You should look it up. Bruce Lipton has excellent information about that. Osteoporosis, the only thing that's in my mind that I believe, and listening to Dr. John Bergman, the only thing that's hereditary about it is lifestyle and diet. I mean, if you're not eating enough or you're not getting enough nutrients, you're expecting to get everything from food, perhaps. Maybe 100 years ago, you could get away with that. But now the food is so deficient in nutrients that you can't get away without supplementing. I would go to the naturalhealthlibrary.com or the Natural Health Library Facebook group and look up bone joint nerve. Click on guides, check in the bone joint nerve guide, because it's just like I had that and I've improved my bone density leaps and bounds. I got so bad before I found all this natural health stuff, which was about 9 years ago. I was into natural health off and on throughout my life, but I just kind of let it go at times, and I didn't find the best people. I used to follow Dr. Mercola for a long time, but I just didn't find the real good information until I got really desperate. But I was so bad, I couldn't even clap my hands like that because my hands would hurt so bad. So if I was in a crowd and I had to clap my hands just because everybody else was, I would just do this and pretend, because my hands couldn't even do that. They were so sore. Now I can really clap, right? That's how bad I was. And get off the gluten, get off the processed foods, take some supplements, do some exercise. And yes, the vibration therapy will help. It really will. Like at least get one of the 3D models for osteoporosis, and the 4D models might be even better for that. But they definitely help with bone density, to do with the osteoclasts. And again, though, your body needs the materials to heal. The platforms aren't going to heal you. The supplements aren't going to heal you. The food's not going to heal you. I'm not going to heal you. Your body's going to heal itself, but it has to have the materials to do that with. So getting on the platform is a great help. I took 3 big spoonfuls of MSM today, methylsulfonomethane. That's really important. Like that really, really helps me. And it's great to take in the daytime. It keeps your energy up. So many people told me that MSM made them unable to sleep, so they had to take it really early in the day. Well, the other night, it has never done that to me. I take it at all times of the day. But for the first time, I took it right at bedtime. I was on my way to bed. I took a big spoonful of it, and I was awake almost all night long. So people are right. It can do that to you. But if I take it even at supper time, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, I'm fine. But I don't go to bed till at least midnight most times. I'm kind of a night owl. But osteoporosis stuff, yeah, you need to get in the program, get your diet fixed out and everything. Sharon, change your diet. Yeah. It's not hereditary. Do you think our ancestors had osteoporosis? I'm sure they didn't. These are modern diseases brought on by modern societies, diet, lack of nutrition, and terrible lifestyle habits. We sit at the computer. We don't get active enough. We're not out working the fields and everything like our ancestors were. I know some of you are, but most of us aren't. And I find gardening is a lot of work, and people that do a lot of it in the summer, I bet you're in better shape for it. So anything else I need to? Smoking. Yes, smoking is definitely going to affect and bring on osteoporosis. Absolutely. I smoked for a long time. I quit smoking about 10 years ago, and it's one of the best things I ever did for myself. If you smoke and you don't think you can quit, look up the book, Alan Carr, Easy Way to Stop Smoking. I read 1 or 2 chapters in bed on my way to sleep every night. That helps get it into your subconscious. Never smoked again. I knew when I quit that I quit. I was done. And it was causing me a lot of problems. And I'm really glad. It's one of the best things I could ever have done for myself. So Phyllis is asking for vertigo. There are contraindications on the LifePro pages for the vibration platforms, and it's a long list. And I know that they're not all, like there's the first list it basically says talk to your healthcare provider or doctor, but what medical doctor would ever know anything about this stuff? And then the bottom list is the little smaller list at the bottom is like, don't use these if you have these conditions. But if you go in the LifePro group, you'll see a lot of people in there saying, I have vertigo, and boys, has it ever helped me? Or other conditions that are in that list of contraindications. There's ones that on there that would describe me. I forget what they are now. I have a bit of scoliosis. It could have been that, or it could have been arthritis. I forget. But then again, these are made to help things like arthritis. So I think what happens is they have to put those things there because to protect themselves from anybody trying to blame them for any problems they've had. I'm not saying just jump on one, none of that matters. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying even exercise programs that used to be on TV or ones on YouTube and that probably still do it. At the very beginning, it says, do not try this or any other exercise program without checking with your doctor. That's what it says. I'm like, my doctor? He doesn't look like he exercises. He doesn't know anything. But that's what they say to protect themselves. Because if you do that exercise, their program, and you get hurt, even if it's not the cause of it's not their fault necessarily, but you could still go after them legally, right? So if you're on the pro platform and you start to get a sore back, you could blame them. So they've got all kinds of things to protect them against back things. But I go on it all the time, and my chiropractor recommends that I go on it. He actually has a platform now, and he's going to be talking live with me very soon, as soon as I figure out how to do that, because it's a learning experience to do all this stuff. But anyway, look into everything. Don't rush into it. Talk to your chiropractor or your functional medicine doctor or your naturopath or your physical therapist or something. But don't talk to your medical doctor about this stuff. If you have any doubts, you can ask people like that. And I did have a friend that said that the platform was helping her vertigo. I don't have vertigo, so I have no idea, and I don't have a straight answer for you on that. But whatever you have or don't have, when you start with anything new, especially something like that, you start low and slow, right? Just go on level 1. And actually, like I said, the oscillation can be jarring on level 1. If it feels too jarring, move it up to level 10 or a little bit past that to get rid of that sort of jarring effect. It can sometimes feel sort of hard on you. So you only have 66. Okay, I'm just looking to see what else it would be better all around. Yeah. Do you think the vibration I already asked about vertigo or answered about that. Which massage gun do you recommend? There are several, $79 being the lowest price. They're all good massage guns. They are. I don't know which one's the best because I only have one, but I know that they all have the same type of motor and the same type of action. I would go with ones that have the attachments that you like, or they have a flexible one. I don't know that. Where's mine? I don't know that I would ever feel like I need a different angle. I seem to be able to, like, I don't do it on my back. I have actually another massager that I mentioned that earlier, that just vibrates, and I run it up and down my back in the mornings. It's right beside my bed. But this could be done in your back, but I don't want to do it on my back. But if you get one with a longer handle, you have more reach. Like you could. Actually, I might. When I think about it now, I used to not be as brave about it. But you don't want this anywhere near any bones. Not near your spine, not on your knee, not on your elbow, not on your joints. Well, maybe like you could. I do it on my biceps a little bit, what little I have. I'm going to be working on that though. But a longer handle does give you more reach. Some of them have a shorter handle. Some of them are more lightweight. Maybe you want a more lightweight one. They all work really good. They just do. It doesn't matter. And they all have a lifetime warranty. I can't tell you what one's best. I think they're all good. You can buy them in many places. And LifePro used to sell a lot more to choose from, but they've gotten so popular. They're everywhere. You can buy them anywhere. I saw them at Costco one day. They didn't look as good there. But I still stick with LifePro. That's what I recommend. I don't care which one you choose, but choose LifePro if you want a lifetime warranty. And look at the attachments they have. I really like the flat one. I use that all the time. And sometimes I'll use the ball one. And the flat, I think the ball one doesn't slide over your clothes because it's kind of a felty sort of, I can't explain it. It's material though. But there's a flat one. Well, look at this one. It's got little bumps on it. I don't even know where that one's supposed to be used. I bought it partially because it had this one, but and then I never ended up really using it. But it's because if I was a massage therapist, some of those massage therapists I've seen, they're just disgusted that these are out in the for people to buy in the public because they say they can really hurt themselves with it. But I've never hurt myself because I'm careful. But that's interesting. It's doing up and down my leg. But I think you're supposed to be able to say go up and down your spine because the spine would be in the middle and this would do the outside. I'm not doing that on my back. Well, hold on. I'll just try it a bit. No, I don't like that. I don't like doing it on my own back. I don't. It seems to sort of bounce. I don't think it's a good thing. I'll show you, though, something I can do for my back. I am covered. I don't have to rely on one thing. Have you ever heard of a Theracane or a back buddy? This is a back buddy. I got it on Amazon. This is one of the first things I bought for myself because I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, massage therapists YouTube videos, and they would teach you how to do your own massage. Because if you go to a massage therapist, how many times have you had a massage therapist, if you've been to them, tell you how to massage things at home? Like I often will really do my shoulders like this because I don't use the gun on my shoulders. I don't like to, but probably under my shirt's better. But just knead away at it, and that works really good. I use my opposite hand so I can really relax this while I use this. But I've watched a lot of videos like that. So the back buddy is amazing because you can reach everywhere with it. It's got all kinds of nibs and different things. Like this has got the more round one. This one's more on an angle, see? So you can grab it like this. It's got the handles on it and work away at your back. That's a lot safer on my back because I'm not, other than that other massager. I'll get it out one time and show you. I don't have it here. I don't feel like leaving the camera and going and fetching it in my bedroom. But you can work a lot of areas, and I don't like bending down far a lot of times if my back is bugging me. So I can even use this on my calves or whatever. I usually would sometimes get on my yoga mat. I have a really thick one, and I use this. Look at videos, massage therapists, if you want to learn how to do some of your own massage things. I've got other things too, but they're not handy. So I'll show it, and I wish I had brought it out. It's a thing with three, looks like it has like this, it's shaped like this with three prongs on it, and it's like rubber, not rubber, like a hard plastic, and you rub it up and down your arms or up and down your legs. There's a lot of things you can use to do your own massage stuff. Because another reason I love the massage gun is, nothing could really beat a massage from a massage therapist, especially if they're going to use one of these for part of the massage. But who can afford to go to a massage every day? Or if I feel like I'm really stiff, I need to get a massage, how long is it going to take to get my appointment and actually get in there? If I feel stiff when I get out of my chair, I can start massaging myself right away, and I do. I use this a lot. It's rechargeable. I recharged it today, and it's still at 100%. Even though you saw me use it, it's still at 100%. It holds a charge for a really, really long time. When I turn it on, see, it tells me right there it's at 100%. They're all different. They don't all work exactly the same as this, but they're easy to use. There's nothing complicated about them at all. So where are we? I think it would, Sharon. I think the waiver. Oh, the waiver. I was thinking of the turbo. I've been told the waiver can help, but I think that if I had osteoporosis, and I did, I don't know if I do now because I'm not into a lot of medical doctor testing things, but I think one of the turbo, that's what I would choose, or else one of the Rumblex 4D. It's going to help you, but if you can manage to get a turbo or a Rumblex, I think you'd get a lot more benefit out of it for osteoporosis. The waiver is really good. I'm going to get some more information on that. I'll post about some of it in the group too. And once you've bought, well, actually, like I was going to say, go to the LifePro group on Facebook, but I find the best answers on videos by Amber, Debbie, or Roseanne. They're all with LifePro. They have videos right in the group, or you can go to LifePro on YouTube and find them. They have really good information about all that. They're exercise therapists, and I forget what else you call what all their credentials are, but they do have credentials. They know what they're doing and talking about, and I learn a lot from all of them. So, yeah, vibration platforms help prevent bone loss. Yes. And they help prevent and they help gain back more bone density, because the drugs they give you for them are not going to improve your bone density. They actually make them worse. Sherry, is it best to get the cheaper massager or the high price? They're all going to work. I don't care. Like I said, just check what ones have attachments you like and the size. Oh, Christina got a red light belt today. Those are great to have. And yes, Kathy, I've heard of a lot of negative things about actually everything that I do. I can go on the internet and find something that says, oh, this is bad, this is dangerous, this can damage this or that. I see that all the time. And I've never had any problems with any of it. And for me, I'm not giving any advice here. Actually, none of this video is advice, really. I'm just showing you what I like and how things work for me, and how these plates work and that. But it's funny how a lot of people are, if I say, why don't you try some MSM? Oh, well, I don't know. I better do some research, ask my doctor, this and that. You take Tylenol, don't you? Oh, yeah. Like things like that. Like I'm not, myself, I'm not afraid of anything natural, like really. I mean, I do read up on things before I start taking things or doing things, but if it's natural, I have no fear of it. But there's people that are telling me, you better be careful doing this or doing that or taking this or taking that. And I'm thinking, yeah, but you buy a big bottle of Tylenol every week or two at Costco. Why are you telling me what I'm doing is dangerous? So as far as I'm concerned, do your research. Lynn says, is the gun heavy? This one's, I don't know, close to 5 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, something like that. Some of them are a bit lighter. Some people like the smaller one because it is lighter and it is easier on your shoulders and stuff, they say, because I don't have a small one. Theracane for 25 years. Yes, it's really good, isn't it? Those Theracanes, or the one I have is called the Back Buddy. The Back Buddy. They're great. Once you get using them, you look at some YouTube videos and how to use them and everything, and they're amazing actually, because you can reach every part of your body with them. That's what I like, because I can't, even with that other massager, I run it down my back, but it has kind of a long handle on it, but it still doesn't get to the bottom. So sometimes I'm just holding onto the cord and letting it go down. I cannot do it the way my chiropractor that I used to do it. But let's see, Gina, I have one of the Back Buddies. It was very helpful with knots in your shoulders and that. Yes, it is, and ones that you can't reach. Lymphatic therapist recommends it. That's good. I think that they're very helpful, but I think you should watch YouTube videos to learn how to use them, because there's just so much you can do more than you would think of on your own, right? So just if you have like stiff legs or whatever, you can use that, but you're going to get a lot more out of it if you watch somebody online using one that knows what they're doing with them. Code for the discount. The discount is going on right now, Olivia. There's 25% off a lot of things. There's 40% off on the hand massager. I think there's 40% off on the flex cycle still too. But that's automatic. You don't, when you go to when you go to the page, you'll see the price, and that's not the price, but above that, it'll say like 25% off. Put it in your cart to see what the price is. It's not going to show the price until it's in the cart, but it will tell you above it like 25% off or 40% off. But at any time, don't rush into something. I have a good discount code for 20% off that you can use when there aren't sales on. Most discount codes I've seen are only 10% off, like for LifePro that other people use. I've been given one for 20% off. I don't know how long they're going to let me have that. I hope they'll let me keep it. But I would rather, so there's 25% off some things. I would rather spend the extra 5% off and just get 20% off if you're not sure yet. Don't rush and buy something just because it's on sale. When they put things on sale, it's to make you feel pressured. Oh, you got to buy it now. It's on sale only for now, but they'll be on sale again. But the 40% things off, when I recommended that you go ahead and buy a hand massager, it's because you aren't going to see a 40% deal off again until next year at like Good Friday and that. It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen. And plus I think it comes with a free massage ball. So that's a good deal. It's worth grabbing, and it's not that expensive. I think it's under $100 American. So, and plus with the ball. So it's not, I can't see it being anything anyone would regret buying. But the guns, I think, are mostly 25% off. If you're sure, now is a great time to use it. And I will hope and hold on, I'm going to give you a link for my copy, for my LifePro link, because, hold on, where are we? Here we are. Because if you use my link, I will get a discount. I mean, I will get a small commission. There's my LifePro link right there. I just put it down there. And I think I put it in the description below the video as well. And we'll have more opportunity to have more of these sales. That's for sure. But don't go and buy it until you're sure. Okay. I appreciate you using my links. Absolutely. But I don't want to pressure you into buying something and then you regretting it later. Don't buy things until you feel quite confident that this is what you want and you know what it's doing. You can look at on YouTube, there's on the LifePro channel, Amber and some of the other girls have videos for the turbo and for all of the rumblexes and the waiver. They have videos on all of them and they show you exactly how they work and all the benefits of it. And there's all kinds of exercise videos using these platforms. And it doesn't matter. I mean, if I have a Rumblex Plus, I don't have to only watch exercise videos for the Rumblex Plus. Any vibration platform exercise video is going to work with any of the platforms, but they give you a lot of ideas and a lot of help. And if you want to do yoga, or if you have hip problems, or if you have plantar fasciitis, did I say that right? There's a vibration platform video by Amber that shows you exactly how to deal with plantar fasciitis. Bone density. Yes, Kathy. The Rumblex would be the very best for the bone density. I think I love my Plus. I don't wish I had a different Rumblex, but if I had to buy it again, I might be juggling between the Rumblex Plus and the 4D, is it called? The other flat one, because it has more programs on it, pre-programs that are already in there. Let's see, Gina, did I get that one? Yeah, I did. So, is there any more questions about any of these things that I've been showing you? I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Go this way. Go this way. That's probably better. That's a cool little program. At least I've learned how to do that. So that's it for all of these things. And the prize for tonight's video is going to be the foot massager. Okay, because like I said, I did the poll in the group, and so many people wanted the foot massager. And it is a really nice product. I just need to be honest when I say that you can get a lot of what you get out of that on the platforms, plus other benefits on the platforms as well. But the foot massager gives you an intense foot massage. It is so intense, depending on the level. You go from 1 to 30, right? So you don't have to be at 30, but I just mean you feel it and it gets nice and warm. It's a beautiful product. A lot of people wanted it. It's not what I would have chosen to give away today, but it's one of the most popular products. That's what you asked for. Maybe not you personally, but in the group, in our Facebook group, that's what people were asking for. I already know some of the things that they want, and I will be giving away a platform, but not today. I have 3 more videos to go. There's 3 more prizes. So let me see if I missed something else. I have a LifePro infrareds, the blanket, red light lamp, vibe plate, and torch light. Yeah, she sounds like me, Zaria. She likes to have everything. Started buying them on your recommendations. Well, thanks, Zaria. I'm glad that you've been enjoying your LifePro stuff. I really like them too, especially the platforms and the massage gun. And right now I have this big fascination with the hand massager. If you have any hand issues, I swear, I do. And I'm hoping it's really going to help. You get more, like my hands don't usually get sore anymore, but I don't have enough flexibility. I can't make a full fist. See, these ones don't. They don't want to move. I'll tell you how useless medical doctors are. I can get more flexibility out of it, but when I was done with her, I couldn't even move this. There was no movement. So I've come a long way. Like, it's natural health actually helps heal. And using red light therapy on my hands, and that helps as well. They actually have a glove they put your hand in. I don't have that one. But anyway, mainstream prefers it. Oh, we're talking about, yeah, doctors. Yeah, it was, I'm glad I read that, because what I was going to say was my medical doctor that I was seeing, she, every time I told her, I get really sore. Like, I'm so sore, my body hurts. One day it's hurting here, another day it's hurting here, another day it's my back, and I'm just so sore all the time. And she said, I was 45 or 44 at the time. She said, your bones are getting old. That's what she blamed it on. And I thought, well, how ridiculous is that? And sometimes she'd say, well, do some yoga or eat some more fruits and vegetables. That's all she ever gave me. And then when I finally showed her this was going on, that's when she said, oh, do you have rheumatoid arthritis in your family? And she started getting me to get some testing done. And then she wanted to send me to a specialist, and they wanted to put me on terrible drugs like methotrexate. And I just said no. So I went home and I started researching, and what I was finding at first wasn't pleasant, but because it was negative information from mainstream. And then when I found Dr. John Bergman, it was all uphill from there. Now I love doing all this stuff. Every penny I spend on my money on is usually has to do with health, because I like to. It's my hobby. It's what I love doing, and I love helping others, and I love reviewing products, and in an honest way, because I'm not here to push people. I'm not here to see how many people will use my link and buy my product so I can get lots of commission. I'm sure LifePro wants their promotion. It's not their promotion. I can do what I want. They didn't tell me to do this video. They didn't tell me I have to say any certain things, or didn't tell me I have to say it's all good. They didn't say anything like that. Oh, there's Mike Koulis. You see Mike Koulis? He's my chiropractor. The power that made the body heals the body. High vibration does help. Yes, that's right. I was talking about that a while ago. I don't know if you were here then, Mike, but I talked about how our bodies heal energy and our bodies heal themselves. So, yes, the prize I'm giving away is the foot massager. It's not what I would have chosen, but that's what you people have chosen, and that's why that's what the prize is today. So, anything else that I need to answer before I give more details about that? And again, please do use my link if you've chosen to buy something. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel like you have to. But now let's talk about the prize again. It's the foot massager. I forget the name of it. Actually, they're just calling it right now the LifePro Plus foot massager, the one that I showed you half an hour or more ago. So the way to win this is I'm going to write my email in the comments. I got that right. info@morehealthyliving.com. So because there was 61, I guess 3 people left that didn't want the foot massager. That's okay, because if you don't need the foot massager, you might want to wait, because if you win the foot massager and you want a vibration platform or a sauna blanket, you won't be eligible. You are only eligible to win one prize. So if you think you need I'm saying that too because I have a wish that things go to people who need them and to people that maybe can't afford them otherwise. So if you don't have a foot problem and you don't need a foot massage, it's probably just going to sit in your house anyway. Maybe you should wait for one of the other prizes. There's 3 more to go after today. So you will email me the answer to my question I'm about to ask. And the question is, because I've been letting people know they need to learn about LifePro products, details about some of the LifePro products, because that's going to be some of at least one of the questions I'll be asking about. And it's not even to just push more LifePro products. It's because I want people to know the details so they'll make a good decision. So this way it gets people reading more about the products and the details about them so that they'll make the best decision for them. So just make sure you learn about all of the products. If you're going to get a platform, learn about them all. Don't have regrets. If you have any specific questions about them, ask me, because I have pretty much studied them all. I kind of know what they all do. The turbo just threw me off as far as how to use it completely in manual mode, but now I know Tina will help me with that. So, infrared belt on your awesome, Kim. I love the belt too. The foot massager is great. It works really well, and I really hope someone gets it that really needs it, that has sore feet all the time. I used to, but because of my diet and my exercise and my vibration platform and my chiropractic help, I don't really get sore feet anymore. Sometimes my ankles get sore after I eat gluten. When I eat bad foods, it doesn't go to my digestive system so much. It goes to my joints and my aches and my pains and other parts of my body. I was eating pierogies a few weeks ago and I forgot that they do that to me. I went to my chiropractor and said, "Yeah, I'm really stiff today. I was eating those pierogies." And he goes, "Again?" I forgot about it, but he didn't. So I got to make sure I don't do that anymore. Tina, my feet swell from sitting all day at work. This sounds like it would help those symptoms. I'm sure it would, Tina, and so would a vibration platform, right? Because standing on those is going to get your circulation and everything really moving. But yes, this foot thing will really help, and it feels luxurious. It does. When you put your feet on that thing and turn it on, I smile. It feels luxurious. It does. Absolutely does. And the programs are lovely because you can just sit back and enjoy it. You don't have to keep messing with the intensity level or anything like that. It is really nice. I have big toe arthritis and I've been using infrared belt across my feet. I hope that helps. Red light would, and so would this foot massager. Yeah, look into the vibration platforms in the group. my doctor says, don't eat gluten. It's 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 great. Your body is so sensitive. Great. Yeah, yeah, it probably is, because then I won't eat gluten, because every time I do, I get crippled. Not crippled, but I don't move too well when I've been eating gluten and whatever. Actually, I don't think it was the gluten as much that time. There is gluten in pierogies, but these pierogies come from a genuine, authentic Polish place, and they used to make them with butter, and now they make them with canola oil. That's, I think, even more why they bother me so much. I can't handle all that canola oil, and with the gluten as well, just makes it worse. So, yeah, I was going to say, Tina, there's an article in our Facebook group. Just search for vibration platform comparisons, because I have a pretty good article there that compares them all. And I'm going to be putting more stuff on my website, so things are easier to find. When I post stuff on Facebook, it can get lost in the feed, and it's hard for people to find. So I'm working on my website to keep everything under categories, and so things can be easier to find too. If you can't find them in the group, you'll find them in the other. Mike Kulis says your body's always talking to you. Yes, it pretty much does. So, yeah, look, just make sure you know the differences between them all. I would, for just your average person that just wants to get their circulation going, and some of the other benefits that I talked about before, the waiver works really well for a lot of people. It does. But if you have a chronic condition like osteoporosis and whatnot, you might want to use one of the other ones. And Mike, are you still going to do a live interview with me? We talked about it, but we haven't really planned a date or anything. I have to figure out how to add another person on here. I know it's not going to be that hard. What's this one? Zaria says, I can't eat gluten. Quinoa, yeah, because quinoa is not a grain, it's a seed. That's why it's so much better. I try to use quinoa too. I have a chicken rice recipe. I'm going to try it with quinoa next time. I have bunions with the foot massager. Oh yes, I have bunions too. Did you see? I only have one on my right foot. I used to have them on both feet, but after some chiropractic care and lots of stretching exercises and these things I buy to separate my toes, I wear them to bed, sometimes in my shoes. My left one's like all better now. I've shown that in my flex cycle video too, but my right one still is there, but it's not near as bad as it used to be. But yes, and like if you put your toes up on that thing I was showing, oh good, he is going to do the interview. Then you're going to get even more, and you can spread your toes more somehow, and really get them vibrating while they're all spread out to sort of loosen up your joints. I think it would be excellent for bunions, especially if you have bad ones. Mine isn't near as bad as it used to be, thank goodness. Mine never got so bad that they hurt, but that's one thing that actually runs in my family. And I don't know, like I always say, things aren't hereditary except for diet and lifestyle. But I do happen to think that some people are more prone to getting them. But my mom had really bad bunions. But when she was in her teens and early 20s, they wore those pickle stabber shoes, like really pointed shoes. And when she was young, she had shoes that were too small because they were poor, and she couldn't always get shoes when she needed new ones. So hers are really bad. But other people have wore tight shoes and pickle stabbers and shoes that are too small, and they didn't get bunions. So I think some people are prone to getting certain things. But if my mom had the right diet and not wore those shoes that smushed up her feet and that, then she might not have had them, or not near as bad. Because my sister has them a little bit, and I have them, and my uncle has them. So there's something about families with them. But yeah, that foot massager is going to help that, and so will, oh, what else does she say she has? Osteoporosis, another arthritis, and breast cancer. You got a lot going on, Alyssa. The foot massager would help you. The vibration platform will help your feet and offer other benefits as well. So anyway, this is it. I'm going to say it now. 63 people now. Oh, people showing up at the end just to see if they can win. This is going to be a tough question unless you have been studying some of the LifePro products. And I didn't never say that you had to study every product on the website because it's mainly vibration platform, red light therapy, and a couple of the massagers that I like the hand massager and the foot one, but not the other massagers and the guns, right? But I did mention in the group today, learn about the vibration therapy or the vibration therapy or platform products in the website, LifePro website. So I'm just going to do this other thing one more time. I'm really holding off. This is a really good way to keep people from dropping out of the video. Makes them listen to the whole thing so that they can win a prize. But it's good because I want everybody to get the most out of these products and to not choose things hastily. There's my affiliate link again. So if and when you choose to buy a LifePro product, please use my link and I will have 20% discount codes when all these other sales are done. And using my link will help make this possible again. I was told there's opportunity in the new year for more of these giveaway videos. But if nobody's buying using my links, again, they're not going to keep doing this. I guarantee it, because that's not how businesses work. So here it is. I'm going to take, I said 20, but I'm going to take the first 30 correct answers in my email. And that must all be done by, say, midnight my time. So right now it's almost 7 o'clock. So I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. So the first 30 correct answers are going to go in a draw, and I'll draw them live online. I think I'll do it in the Facebook group, or maybe I'm not sure. But I'm not sure. I don't like doing Facebook live videos, but I'm concerned that not enough people will get to the YouTube one. It's really hard to put things in Facebook and have them go out into everybody's news feed, because any links or anything that takes you away from Facebook tries to keep them off of people's news feeds for the most part, because they want to keep you in Facebook. So, where will I do the draw? I'm going to do it here because that's another one reason I hate Facebook. It's hard to download my videos once they're on there. It's hard. I don't know how. There is a way you can download your own videos, but on YouTube, I know how. So I'm going to do the live draw on YouTube probably tomorrow in front of everybody. And then I'll try to download that and put it on Facebook too, so everybody can see. But the first 30 correct answers to this question. Let me see. I made sure I didn't answer the question in tonight's video. You're going to have to go. You've got time though. I should have made it a shorter time frame, but it's okay. You got 5 hours to get the answer to me. But it is the first 30 right answers, right? So after that, it's cut off. But after midnight, if there's only 20 by midnight, then that's cut off too. Nah, I changed my mind. The first 30, I'll give you 12 hours or so by tomorrow 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, just in case there's not 30. But I'm going to take the first 30 answers. Cutoff time is about when I get up in the morning, whatever time that is, and that's not usually early. So if there's not 30 by then, I'll just be using the names I have. But the question I have is about, I want to know the name of the LifePro vibration platform that has only pulsation and lateral modes only. That's it. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know ones that have more or less. I want to know there's only one answer, one LifePro vibration platform that has the pulsation and the lateral settings. And don't write it down in the comments here. If you know the answer and you want to win the foot massager that heats up, then email me at, I'll write it down here again, info@morehealthyliving.com. Email me there. the answer to that. And you could get in the draw and win this amazing foot massager. But remember, if you're hoping to win a platform or a what is it, the sauna blanket, and I haven't decided. The other one might be the flex cycle. I might, if they're not sold out, because at 40% off they might sell out. But if you want to win the foot massager and want to give up your chances for winning one of the other prizes that I just talked about, then submit your answer. And I can't wait to see who wins. I can't wait. And I should post the winners. Maybe I should have posted this already. Sarah Tyne. I'm calling it Tyne, even though I don't know if I'm saying it right, but she won the belt. So that's it. That's the question. That's what we're all waiting for, right? But I hope you watched the whole video, even if you didn't, because there's a lot to be learned here. And if you want to start into vibration therapy or learn more benefits of it, then you should listen to the video and listen to the video coming up with me and Dr. Michael Koulis. We're going to talk. I think what I'm going to do is just ask him a list of questions and let him educate us, because I talk enough. I'll give him a chance. He's a great chiropractor. He's in Whitby, Ontario. And I would recommend him to anybody that likes natural healing and energy modalities and stuff, because he's all into all that, energy, spirituality. And just seeing if there's anything else I could say about here, about the platforms. Wakes up sleeping muscles, improves flex. There's so many things that it does, so many good things. But again, check into with your doctor, or not your medical doctor. If you want real information, check with somebody that knows something, like a chiropractor. If you want to ask them about if you should be doing vibration platforms and things like that. I do have a rebounder. And when I was at about my first chiropractor, he let me know when it was okay to start bouncing again. So those are the kind of people you want to talk to. Oh, Misa. Okay, Misa, I'll ask the question. Ask the question again. The email is just like 4 comments above yours, Tina. info@morehealthyliving.com. I've written that twice and my other link twice. So yes, one more time, I'll ask the question this last one more time, and that's it. Which vibration platform from LifePro, there's only one, that has the 2 settings of pulsation and lateral settings? There's only one answer to that. So any more? Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Dottie. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, everybody. And I don't remember my schedule. I think it's Thursday or something where I'm going to be coming back to do another video. Tonight I found difficult because I had the vibration platforms and try to maneuver the camera and everything. But next time I'll probably do more information on the light therapy products again. So it won't be as much. Actually, I think the next time I'll do the sauna, benefits of sauna therapy. And I'm going to include the flex cycle with that, because that's what I warm up with before I get in my sauna blanket. And it's just a way of getting both things into one video, so I don't just do one thing. But so I answered that. Is there any more questions before I go? No. Okay. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching, and show up again on Thursday. And I'm working on being able to stream from YouTube to Facebook. So hopefully I can do that next time. So if you want to watch in Facebook, you can. But if you're commenting, I probably won't see it. I'm not sure how it works. Actually, it might, because when Debbie from LifePro was doing one the other night that I was watching, and I was in Facebook watching it, and I asked a question and she called me Facebook user. So I think it would show up as a Facebook user, but not as a name. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll see if I can get that going, because I'm not doing any more live videos straight from Facebook if I can help it. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to you all. I hope the best person wins. And I mean, I mean who needs it the most. That's what I mean by that. Whoever needs it most, I hope that they're the ones that win. But I'm sure whoever uses it will get great use out of it. I think I will. I buy some of these things because I can't review them and recommend them or not recommend them unless I've used them, because I tell you the honest things. And I'm going to tell you one more thing about the thing I forgot to tell you about the foot massager. I had my chair against my platform. That's why it didn't slide. And I had the foot massager on the little mat it comes on. Don't just put it on bare floor. It's going to slide. Or you can put your chair and the massager on a carpet, and then it probably won't slide that way. But it can slide. So you have to have a firm chair that's not going to slide around, and have that on the mat, or have the whole thing on a rug. That's one of the sort of a cons about it, I guess. But I forgot to mention that before, and I didn't mean to, but I did. So that is probably about it for today. And I'll see you all hopefully on Thursday. I think Thursday's the day, but I have a big meme in Facebook where it's all advertised and the whole schedule for the 4 videos. This was the first one of the 4 remaining. Don't forget, Terry's Colloidal Silver Brewer sale is ending tonight in about 5 hours. So take advantage of that if you haven't, because those sales don't come around often either. Okay, so thank you again for all watching. Goodbye, goodbye. And thank you. Good night, Kathy. Good night, June. Good night, Lynn and Misa. I don't know if I said that right. And Dottie and Karen and Miss Domka. I really have fun with you guys. I like hanging out with my Facebook group. I like it. What's that one? It shows confident bone density of... Yeah, well, yeah, check your scores and check with your chiropractor. Don't check. I mean, those contraindications, again, they're to protect LifePro. They're not necessarily all completely accurate or legit. Good night, Mike. Good night, everybody. I'm done. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. And I hope to do this a whole lot more in the future. Bye-bye.